What's up, guys? Welcome back to Simply FPL. It's only Monday, but it's time for a Gameweek 13 team reveal. The fixtures are coming in thick and fast now. We've got fixtures in the week, we've got them in the weekend, and then we've got a couple more sets of fixtures flying straight back into us as well before the end of December. So this is where the madness starts to happen. A lot of ranks can be gained or lost depending on how well you do over the next few weeks. So I'm very happy with my team, and I'm about to show you it here. So let's get straight into it. There it is. There's the defense. So first of all, you'll notice 1.8 million in the bank. So made a sub. Jota's gone. I was considering rolling the transfer. We'll talk about that a bit more in a moment. For now, the defense. So last week I looked at the defense and thought it looked relatively questionable in terms of the fixtures. Managed to get 11 points from Martinez, which was a huge return. We didn't think we were going to get even a clean sheet. And then we got the return from Cancelo, who we didn't think would play. So it was actually an okay week after that. But looking at this week, so Martinez, Burnley at home. Burnley are not doing too well this season. I know they just beat Arsenal, but everyone's going to beat Arsenal this year. So I don't necessarily think it's that tough a fixture for Villa. So yeah, hopeful of a clean sheet. There's not a huge amount more to say. Martinez gave us the reward there the other day for keeping him through the game week where Villa didn't have a game. And hopefully he'll give us another reward. So look, this potentially could be a nice little clean sheet to kick off the weekend. Then we've got the duo in defence at Chelsea. Wolves away. There's not really a better fixture to play as a defender than Wolves. Their attacking threat is just poor. Since him, even before Jimenez is out injured, it was very poor. They've got some of the fewest goals in the Premier League. Pedence looks relatively sharp, but again, it's like the end product's just not quite there. And Neto as well. I think there's a chance we get a couple of clean sheets from the Chelsea lads here. And again, Wolves are they're close to a battering each game. I feel like they've not looked brilliant in any game. I was waiting for them to look really good because at some point I potentially want to get Pedence back. But it's certainly not now. So yeah, we've got James and Chilwell, the two lads that I think are just going to be set and forget for the season. And Wolves. Surely there's not an easier fixture for the defenders. Cancelo then. So again, another week, another decision we're not sure about with Cancelo. He got to play again then at the weekend, which we were not, I was semi-confident he'd get a game, but also wouldn't have been surprised if he didn't get a game. Now, the problem is with City, they didn't play very well against United, so I'm not sure if Pep Guardiola is going to look at that defence and think it was a success because they kept a clean sheet, or think it wasn't a success because Fernandinho dropped back to play like a makeshift centre-back, allowing Cancelo to push up, and Cancelo didn't really create much. So defensively, they had a good game, but offensively, I don't think Cancelo maybe, he didn't do as much as he did do the previous few games we've seen him in. So, look, I hope he gets a game because West Brom at home is going to be, you'd hope it's an easy clean sheet, but I won't be surprised if he doesn't get to play. So, if he doesn't play, we've got Soufal as our first sub. So, look, playing Palace at home, we're happy enough for him to come on. To be honest, we kind of wanted him to play in our first 11, but as you're about to see, I just don't see how Soufal gets into this team. So we've got a sub on the bench who can play, and fingers crossed Cancelo does, but if he doesn't, it's not going to be the end of the world. Midfield then. There it is, there's a sub. So, what's gone on in the last 24 hours, I'm sure you're asking, where I said I probably was going to roll the transfer. So, first of all, worried that I don't have a bench. So if I left Jota out on the bench injured, then I'd have no sub. And Cancelo's a risk, obviously, and there's always going to be other risks as well. So you want to kind of have one sub at least. So that's the first thing. Secondly, Jota's out. I was considering swapping him for Mahrez and making a double transfer, but Mahrez played so bad the other day. Not only did Pep drag him off after about 60-something minutes, he didn't look happy either when he was coming off. So yeah, I think there's a chance he might be dropped against West Brom. So although in my head it looked like a smart hit to take bringing Mahrez in, there's a chance that he won't start the game. He might be dropped. It's fixture congestion. I think there's a chance that Foden or Ferran Torres gets to play. And I'm going to feel like an absolute genius if Mahrez doesn't play, because I was nailed on to bring Mahrez into my team this week, and that's not happened now. So Souček, it was between Souček and Cavaleiro for Fulham. So Cavaleiro, first of all, last 4 games, the most XG of any player in the Premier League. He's playing up front for Fulham, 5.3 million. He's on penalties. A lot of good stuff. And I will just say, Souček, I've not made the sub just yet because, look, there's no more price decreases are going to affect me. Jota can go down by 0.1 more million and it won't affect me. Souček and Cavaliero's prices are not going to rise. So I'm going to wait till the last minute to make that transfer. Right now, I'm edging towards Souček. I'm about 80% sure it'll be him. 5 million, so he's a bit cheaper. West Ham have some really good fixtures over Christmas. So not only am I going to be happy for him to be on my bench, I'm also going to be happy for him to play. West Ham also have the double game week coming up. Game week 18, game week 19, I forget which one. But so like I can leave him on the bench when they blank and then bring him in for the double game week. And look, he looks really good as well. So I said Souček's name a good few times about 6-7 weeks ago. And I never brought him in because it just didn't fit into the plans there and then. But he scored a couple of goals recently. So yeah, I'm happy to bring him in at home to Palace. Assuming I don't switch it to Cavaleiro. Look, we'll talk about that more tomorrow on the live stream. But for now, Souček's in. We're happy with that decision. So Jack Grealish didn't do much in the last game. Bottled the penalty opportunity. He gave that up, which was annoying. But look, it's Burnley at home. Like there's going to be opportunities in this game. So look, we're all Team Jack this weekend. He still looked like one of the best players in the Premier League this season. Like he just, every time you see him, he's so composed. He doesn't lose the ball much. He takes a lot of these set pieces. For the price, he's just not leaving my team. And there's going to be a couple of double game weeks. So as I said, we're still Team Jack. Like hopefully he doesn't put any more photos on Twitter. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check that out. But yeah, Burnley at home. Let's hope to get some sort of return on that. Kevin De Bruyne, KDB, the man in blue. What happened last week? So like he was one of the best players on the pitch against United as far as I'm concerned. He had 2 really good chances. One where Jesus laid it back to him and he has to score it, but the keeper makes a relatively good save. If he scores that, my captaincy pick looks inspired, right? He's guaranteed the 3 bonus points. He's an 18-pointer, and everyone says, what a genius I am. Unfortunately, he blanked. 3 points double to 6, but we'll leave him as captain. We believe in him. West Brom at home, the leakiest defence in the league. I think there's going to be a resurgence after the poor performance against United, and yeah, there's no decision for me whatsoever to have him as captain. He's still here for the long haul for me. Son, Liverpool away. So I was thinking keeping Son for the medium to long term, but now that Jota's out, I'm thinking Salah is even more vital. So with the money I've got in my bank, once I get rid of Vardy next week, I'm considering bringing Salah back in sooner rather than later. I just think he's even more nailed on now than he was before. And I did not enjoy watching that Fulham game yesterday. So I'm not sure I can continue to watch Liverpool play this season having none of their assets. So that might be a transfer I make. For now, though, look, I'm not expecting much from Son this week. It was arguable that I might put Soufal in instead of him. But just the gambler in me won't let me do that. But yeah, not much to say. Liverpool, they're probably going to be missing a centre-back or 2. Matip's obviously out injured now as well. So, yeah, fingers crossed you can get something, and hopefully it doesn't involve Harry Kane. It's such a double-edged sword because you want Son to get points, but then you don't because most of the time Kane gets points as well. And everyone seems to have Son, and I don't have Kane. So, yeah, I don't know what my thoughts are on that. Bruno Fernandes, Sheffield United away. The worst team in the Premier League by a country mile. Like, they offer nothing. Fernandes away form is top notch. Like he was definitely a coin flip for the captaincy. I think I'm happy with Kevin De Bruyne getting captain, but I won't be surprised if Fernandes outscores him. Yep, medium to long term for me, Fernandes. I think he's going to be essential for most teams. Like the amount of points he's going to get as a percentage of the overall points for United is just going to be massive. So yeah, I'm happy enough. This whole midfield looks really good, like rock solid so far, compared to last game week where I was worried I'd get no points. Finally, the strikers. The last time we'll see these 2 lads together, Calvert-Lewandowski, and they're playing each other as well. So Calvert-Lewandowski, fresh off another return against Chelsea, sticking a middle finger up to the haters, the people that said he'd never get points again, the people that sold him for a $500,000 loss, the people that said he was useless. I don't know who those people were, But no, he's not. He nailed it again for Chelsea. Only 5 points, but like he could have had a goal, another assist. He almost won that second penalty. If it wasn't for offside, he'd have had that. And yeah, for me, I say it again, I might start recording myself so I can just push play to save my breath. Probably not going to leave my team all season. His price dropped, which I just find phenomenal. The amount of people getting rid of him. Not me though. So Leicester, they look quite well the other day. I'm not going to bet on Calvert-Lewin getting a return, but look, it's Calvert-Lewandowski. He's got a good chance. Jamie Vardy, the man, bringing him in felt like a wrong decision 3 game weeks ago, but he returned the favour only yesterday. A goal, 2 assists, only got 1 bonus point, which is an absolute joke. But yeah, he's the man for Leicester, isn't he? He's always going to get points. The problem is just his price, and Leicester have some tough fixtures coming up. So there was no way I was getting rid of him at home to Everton. Everton, I know they kept a clean sheet against Chelsea, but typically they're not keeping many clean sheets. That was the first one since the first game week, I think, against Tottenham. And yeah, Jamie Vardy, he's having a lot of parties for me so far. Hopefully he gets one more party, and hopefully Everton win 5-4. That's the dream for me. So yeah, he's going to go out with a bang, hopefully. And yeah, that's the team. £104 million value. Not much more to say there, really. I'm thinking that I'm going to have a good game week. In terms of tomorrow, I'm fairly sure I'll do a live stream. The deadline's at 4:30. Might lob the live stream on about 3 o'clock. Knock off work a little early. 'Tis the season and all that. So if you want me to do a live stream, drop it in the comments. We got like almost 300 people watching at one go there last week. So I'm all about doing it. But yeah, it's 3 p.m. a bit early. I don't know. We might give it a bash, see who's online. If I don't speak to you before then, though, have a good game week. I'm sure we're going to have another team reveal before the weekend for the next game week. So yes, this is the fun of it. And yeah, sit in, enjoy, and see you when we see you.